Hey guys, it's Talmadge and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to just reach out to you guys because I'm getting a lot of calls and inquiries regarding the SBA fundings and money that is supposed to be amongst our communities. So guys, unfortunately, don't hold your breath for this funding because the current administration is trying to pass a bill to utilize $500 billion to stimulate the economy without any oversight. And basically what that means is that, our current administration wishes to distribute that money to big corporations without us, as Americans, as taxpayers, being able to see where that money is allocated. The other issue that I want to address is that I'm getting a lot of emails regarding, the bill not being passed due to the Democrats. Well, rightfully so. The Democrats are not passing this bill because the current administration, again, is trying to fund their own pockets with this money. It's so unfortunate. I know it's really sad. You're like I'm like, okay, how much more money do you really need? So there's a few things that are in the bill that are not disclosed and we're not privy to at this moment. One of those things being that some of the money is actually being allocated to hold foreigners in a system without due process. They want to pass a bill that authorizes them to allocate money to, pick up foreigners during this devastating time and put them, in wherever they decide to put them, in camps or in the woods. I'm not sure, but my heart goes out to them. And they actually want to have this done without due process, meaning that they have no rights to the court, no rights to, just no rights as a human being. And so there's just double standards all over our society. And my personal opinion of the current administration is I don't listen to the president, unfortunately. I listen to the people around him, the people that are doctors and scientists and that are instructing, that are coming with some education and some intelligence behind them. This president has defied every rational decision that even his Republican Party is suggesting. He is suggesting that Americans go back to work without a cure for this virus. And guys, unfortunately, I'm hopeful and I'm prayerful that things get better before they get worse, but it doesn't appear that that is going to be the case. China has purchased $400 billion and they've invested in an American company that can build ventilators and respiratory tanks that the hospitals needs, masks, and all the equipment that doctors and nurses need that could help us get over, this hump. They have purchased this equipment, and this company, this USA company, is dedicated to providing all of this equipment to China for the next 2 years. Okay, so this is the reason that we are running short. If you guys think that this is a game or this is going to pass really easy, I'm telling you to not take this as lightly as you're taking it. Go out, buy yourself oxygen tanks, those little portable ones. Buy yourself masks, the NR95 ones, the respirators. Do whatever you can to also help the older community. They don't deserve this. I've gone out and I've purchased boxes for elderly people that can't get out, and they're not as privy as I am to get out and shop. So when I'm out shopping, I purchase things for other people and I ship those things to those people. So I just ask each and every one of you that have a heart to reach out to your loved ones and make sure that they're okay, so that they're not out here, running around from store to store and, acting as if everything is okay. China is ahead of us on this virus because they've been dealing with it ever since like November and December. They've been dealing with this virus. And our current administration knew about it. He just chose to ignore it and hide it under a rock as if, it was not going to affect us. He canceled the entire CDC division, the entire division that Mr. Barack Obama put in place, so that in the case of this catastrophe, that, there would be an antidote that was made to cure this sort of disease. And so, since that he has defunded this sort of, the CDC, it's like we're starting from ground one. We have no recourse. Americans, open up, listen up, wake up. We have never had our healthcare community reach out to us as fellow Americans, as citizens, and say, help us. We don't even have protective gears. This current administration is simply incompetent and incapable of being a leader during this time. And so I urge you to not panic, but to be wise and to reach out to your fellow Americans. Each one help one. To all the celebrities that are out there, and you guys have all this major money, I suggest that you guys donate, to our local hospitals and healthcare practitioners. Because guess what? If our healthcare system fails, then we failed. We have doctors and nurses are, they're up against making moral decisions. Do I help these people? Do I help these people that are in desperate need of my help? Or do I protect myself because I don't have the proper gear to take care of myself? And these are moral decisions that doctors and nurses are having to make. And they've never had to make these sort of decisions before. And we've never been put in in a situation where we have had to question, our doctors and our nurses. When I get sick, I feel comforted that I can run to my local doctor, and make sure that I'm okay and that he's going to help me feel better. Right now, we can't do that. They're telling you to self-quarantine in your home. You might make it, you may not. So guys, look at the facts here. You know, I know some of you love your current president, your current administration, but if you actually look at the facts, this man is incompetent and incapable of being the president of this country at this very moment. So, in terms of loans and SBA loans, guys, right now, we're going to pause that because President Trump is trying to pass a $500 million bill to basically put money in his own pocket, in his cronies' pockets. This money he has no intentions on sending to you. The Democrats blocked this bill because there was nothing in it for you, the little man, me. And I'm actually an independent, but again, you know, right is right and wrong is wrong. So until then, you guys be safe. Please, every time you go out, put a mask over your mouth and nose. Put protective gear on. This virus is spreading rapidly and too fast. And so we just have to be cautious, be mindful, and, you know, love one another during this time. So please write to your governors and don't listen to a word that this, well, I won't say the current administration, but I will say don't listen to a word Donald Trump has to say. He is completely not being honest with you guys. Until next time, you guys take care and have a wonderful day.